Welcome back. It's your boy, Casual Sea Grain, out here getting chased by some beggars. Let's just boop. Yeah, delete them from existence. Alright, so it's your first time getting in Project X. You see this town. What do I do? Where do I go? Why am I green? Well, that means you're a goblin if you're green, and goblins aren't cool. So, first thing I would do is if you reset your data, you can get a new race. I'm a human. Humans have no special buffs, but I'm just cool like that. I don't need any buffs to play this game. But there's a few races right now. There's undead, ghoul, human. I'm gonna go through the Trello and just list them off. All right, guys. So undead, you have human, undead, ghoul, vermin, goblin, and skypian. There's also mink, but that's a super rare race that you can only get by getting all 7 Dragon Balls and summoning Shenron. So humans have no special buffs. Undead, and when they awaken their race ability, they'll get 10% of their maximum health back whenever they kill an enemy. Ghouls, they get an ability that releases a wave of toxic gas, dealing 15% of their target's current HP, disorienting, blinding, and slowing them. Pretty decent, honestly. 15% of your current target's HP is not bad. There's better abilities that make up for that, but, hey, for an ability that you'd get at level 100, which is the level you need to awaken your waste in this game, that's not bad. Vermin is your next race. When they awaken, they get greatly increased sprint speed. I've never seen a vermin, so, probably not the best out of there. Then you got Goblin. When they awaken, they gain more gold from chests. Why be a goblin? You're not going to be able to have hair. You're going to be green. you know, I wouldn't want to be a goblin. And Skypians. They get less stamina, but I've heard they can also fly. So, I don't know. They get 50 stamina when the max or when the normal is 100, which dashing is really important in this game. So I wouldn't really want half stamina because, as you could see by my stamina bar, it'd already be gone if I was a Skypian. All right, now that you know about the races, let's get into early game leveling. So first off, Beggar's Quest level 1, you're gonna have to murk some beggars. All right, don't worry, they're relevant. Don't feel any remorse for them. Just mess them up. You won't be able to one-shot them like I am, because I'm level 339. You'll just be level 1. But pretty basic. Uh, just mess them up with your basic attacks. Damn, even my basic attacks one-shot them. Hit them up. It's not too hard. They barely do any damage. You won't get killed by them. When you have it, you'll have a combat tool. You just want to click on that. It won't be awakened, so it'll be a sealed form. You'll have 2 abilities. The first one you'll get at Mastery 1. That's called the... I forget what it's called exactly, but it does knockback. I wouldn't really use that unless you're trying to kill or last hit them, because it's annoying to chase them after they get knocked back. So, hit them up. Don't get hit by them, because then you'll get put in a stun lock and they won't. Pretty easy stuff. After that, what I'd recommend doing is once you hit level 15, I think it is, you can come over here. If you press Z, you'll get a broom. You can use that to fly around. Level 10. Come over here and start killing these bandits. They're also pretty easy. Shouldn't be hard. Let me explain the broom mechanics for a second. So you see that little purple bar on the left? Kind of looks like a mana meter. You press shift to charge it up, and then you can click to fly around. It's pretty simple, It's how you get between the islands in this game. You can't use it if your health is not 100%. So, yeah. Once you get 20k, I recommend coming over here and getting the... Where is it? The Tsushinami. I really butchered that. Tsushimazu. Close enough. Ability, it's only 20k. It's the cheapest ability in the game. If you're not going to go around and collect chests to find a random arrow, like, there's a chest here earlier, but I already collected it. There's a chest. So there's a few chests that spawn around. If you're not going to go around and collect those to try and get an ability arrow, then I recommend just buying that Tsushimazu for 20k. You can get that pretty early on. It's not hard. And then that will carry you between a lot of the islands in the early game, at least. If you do decide to go the route of trying to collect chests to get an arrow, it's a 1 in 80 chance to get an arrow from a chest. And then there's also another 1 in 80 chance to get a grimoire. which will give you a custom ability like one of these. So yeah, level 10, get these bandit quests, kill the bandits, and then eventually get the Susumazu. And then I recommend getting that to 25 mastery, which you can see here. It goes pretty quick when you're killing these enemies. And then after that, you'll want to come all the way over to another island. Once you're at around level 20, 30, I'd recommend level 30-ish, level 25. It's not hard to get XP. It just might take a little bit of time. Also, there are codes which will give you more mastery and more gold, but I recommend saving those for abilities that you like, because the mastery is kind of hard to gain in this game. You can't get it from killing quests. You have to get it from killing NPCs. So if I can find the quest giver here, yeah, all the way over here is the quest giver. Level 25 for this. So come over here, winning level 25, you can start killing these little gorillas. Next thing you'll do is all the way over here, you'll have your Gorilla King quest. That's level 30. Honestly, this one's probably a bit easier than the Gorillas quest, because you don't have to kill as many. That one, I think you have to kill 5, 6, 7 even. This one, you just have to kill one guy. Although it is stronger, he won't kill you, really. You know, he's not that strong. For stats, what I recommend is, depending on whether you're going to go a strength ability or magic ability, choose whichever one you currently have and just stick with that. Don't go in both of them at once, because you want to specialize. So, since I'm a strength ability, I have strength, and durability. You should have durability with everything, because you just don't want to die, right? Especially in PvP. You wouldn't want to, you know, just die when they hit you with an ability that has the potential to one-shot you. Next thing, you'll have the monkeys. Oh, this one's only level 20. But I recommend grinding till level 25 at the main island. It's not too difficult. That's what I did, honestly. I might have grinded all the way up to level 30, actually, because I don't remember doing that quest ever, and just doing this one. After that, when you fly all the way up, let's see where the next island is. So the next island you'll go to is right over here, not too far away. Let me just head over there on my broom. You just come all the way right over here. There's a little quest or chest on the way. Make sure you're collecting chests everywhere you go. Although it's not likely you'll get an arrow for many of them. You know, why not collect them in the meantime? You might get lucky and just get a really good ability from an arrow you can find in a chest. So here's your next quest, level 40. You kill these pirates. Pretty simple. You know, just come over, mess them up. You know, use your abilities if they get too close to you. That's what I would recommend. Because if they start hitting you, you won't be able to hit them. So he started hitting me. I used my ability that knocks him right up, and it one-shot him. But that's besides the point. Hit him up, and boom, he's dead. Something you can do if you want to grind really efficiently is gather them all up and then use your AoE abilities on them. Pretty much every ability in this game is area of effect. So if I can demonstrate, I gather them all up. And now I can use my upward slash to kill all of them at once. It won't be that easy, but it's pretty much that easy. And I got a level up from that. That's pretty epic. So after that, right next door, you have your level 50 quest, which is your first mates. They're also pretty easy to kill at low levels. They're not too difficult. All the enemies in this game barely do damage as long as you're putting enough points into durability. Here, let's see how much these guys do if they'll attack me. Yeah, only 36, 37. So as long as you have like 500 health points worth of durability, you're going to be completing these quests pretty easily. And boom, gather them all up, hit them up. See, I didn't even one-shot them there. So you might have to use 2 abilities. And boom, boom, they're gone. Goners. Easy. After that, the next island you'll have to go to is pretty far away. But you want to stay at the islands that are for your levels, because that's how you get the most XP. Make sure you're doing the quests. All the enemies in this game are pretty easy to kill. The quests are just extra XP and gold, honestly. They're not going to be the main source of your XP. They're just some basic little quests that you can get on the side they'll increase your leveling speed, but you're still gonna get most of your XP and gold from killing enemies in this game. So after flying all the way over here, boom boom, quick, not that quick. Your next quest will be right over here. These will be your enemies. They're desert bandits. Here's your quest marker. You go. That's a level 60 quest, so you will have to grind to level 60 to go, and then you gather them up. By this point, you'll probably have an ability that does have an AoE attack, so it won't be too difficult. Boom, boom, upward slash them. Let's hit them with that mighty blow on the way down, and boom, they're goners. Right after that, your next quest will be on the same island, and that's level 70, so you'll need to get 10 levels from these guys, and right over to the level 70 guy. From here, though, it gets a little grindy, because the next quest is at level 90, so you need to get 20 levels off these guys instead of just 10. And you head over to this island over here. This island is also called Skull Island, which you'll see why it's called that in a second, once I can get over there. So yeah, some pretty basic names for the islands. You got the Starter Island, Monkey Island, Pirate Island, Desert Island, and Skull Island, because there's a giant skull on it. Pretty basic stuff. Here's your next quest, level 90, as I said. This one, I think it makes you kill 10 enemies per quest. So you can just gather them all up. There's 7 enemies here. So I recommend just gathering them all up. Yeah, in chat, you can see, if you want to change your race easily, so if you don't like the race you have, just exit out of the game, go back to the main menu, and reset your data. You'll have to create your character again, but you can get a different race that way, without having to do anything. So yeah, gather all these enemies up. I'll switch to my Zangetsu, and then you can just mess them up. Pretty easy. It won't be that easy for y'all, but, all you have to do, maybe like 4 or 5 combos on them at most. It doesn't take too long. Next quest is going to be right over here. This is your Mage Invaders. That's level 100. You only have to get 10 levels over there. Pretty easy. After this one, though, I'm pretty sure it's level 120 for the next quest. So that'll be this island over here. They're called Chi Trainers, or Key Trainers. It's CHI, so in English we'd call them Chi, but it's actually from Chinese, where it's pronounced Ki. So head all the way over here. And then there are some chests on this island. One spawns over here, another spawns up here. None are here currently. There's one that spawns right in between these, and then there's one right all the way over there. So let's see. Boom. It's not like, okay, there. So you get some gold for picking up. Sometimes you get an ability arrow or grimoire, as I've already stated. Ooh. And yeah, sometimes on these pedestals, you'll find things like these. So this is a grimoire. Very lucky I found that. Sometimes an arrow can spawn here, or even a Dragon Ball. Dragon Balls spawn every hour on one of these pedestals across the map. They're very rare to find. I've only found one after playing this for like 12 hours. So, read the grimoire, and I'll probably get an ability I already have. Thrust Fingers, already have that one. So these are all my abilities I have. There's more than these, I'm pretty sure. But those are just the ones I like using. Raikuho and Shakuho I just got. If you watch my last video, I got them in that video. So I haven't really tested those out to see how well they are. So here's your level 120 quest. So you will have to get 20 levels over there. And these are your key trainers. So just beat them down like you did everything else. Raikuho, Shakuho. Um, yeah, so Shakuho applies burning. Pretty simple. To go and shift lock in this game, you have to press Alt. You know, it's there's some different controls, but you'll get used to them eventually. That's my dog barking in the background. And then right over here, you have your Key Masters quest, level 130. They're just basic, another 10 levels. And then once you fly all the way over here, you'll have your level 150 quest. And that will let you level up even faster. So yeah, leveling up in the early game, not too hard. It gets progressively more grindy as you get on, but each level individually doesn't take much time. It's just getting a lot of levels takes a lot of time. Evil Crane students, level 150. These are these guys. You group them all up, murk them, move on. Then you'll have your Evil Crane masters over here. And they're level 175, so you'll have to gain 25 levels just from that one quest to come over here. But then, when you want to progress from that, I'm pretty sure it's level 200 to finally get started on the final island, currently at least. And that will be your Frozen Bandits. So if you come all the way over here, here's your Frozen Bandits, level 200, so you'll have to gain another 25 levels from there just to move on to this. And then finally, the one I grind at is the OG Frozen Bandits, and that's level 225. So, in the later game, the quests are a bit more spread out. You do have to get 25 levels to move on to your next quest instead of 10 or 15 or 20. But it's still not too bad. You'll be getting a lot of XP from your previous quests. So yeah. Here's the main shop island. If you ever want to go find any shop, really, there's all sorts of shops over here. I'll show them all to you currently, and then I'll move on to some more advanced stuff. Let's see. So yeah, no, ran out of charger as I got over there. And boom, we're here. So you have your arrow salesman. If you ever just want to, roll for abilities, here you are. 350,000 gold's kind of a lot though. Honestly, buy an ability from a shop that you like, and then just stick with it, I'd say. I bought Zangetsu from the shop, and I like it. Even though it's not top tier, I enjoy using it. 350k for an arrows. Grimoire, it's 250k. I'll buy one right now, might as well. Boom. Kamehameha, I didn't have that one before. Let's go. Pretty sure that's magic based though, so I'm not going to be able to use it. Rokaka Fruit Salesman, 250k. That'll give you a stat reset. That isn't like a stat reset here. It just, as soon as you use it, it'll put all your stat points back. So, you can hang on to these stat resets and use them anywhere you want. I just like hanging on to this one because, in case I ever need it. But I can get Rokaka Fruit right there. Soul Salesman, this is how you'll change your race if you ever want to. I'm happy with being a human right now. There's not many races in the game. So just stick with whatever you like. Humans, humans are cool. I like humans. Eventually though, I'll probably change to like Soul Reaper race or a Hollow race and get like Arankar because they'll get damage reduction. So yeah, that's your Soul Salesman. Here's your ability shop. There's a ton of these spread out across the map. So yeah, as you can see, this one's called Ability Shop 4. So there's 3 others around. And here's all your abilities. Gomu Gomu no Mi, Niku Niku no Mi, Mera Mera no Mi, and Pika Pika no Mi. Everyone likes using Pika Pika no Mi for some reason. It's alright. I wouldn't use it. It's probably not top tier. It's a bit meta because it does have a flight ability, but its abilities are really hard to hit, and I've never seen anyone else use any of these. Gas, that's another semi-common one. That one's pretty good for farming, because it does do a lot of damage in a large area of effect. So if you get 250k and say, hey, maybe I try out gas, use that. Acid magic, I've never seen anyone use that. Probably because it's rare or just no one wants it. Wind magic, I've actually had that one before. It's pretty decent, I'd say. Especially if you're using it for farming. For PvP, it's alright because it does have a flight ability, which allows you to fly forever. And then it does have an AoE ability, which does damage over time. So AoE means area of effect, dot is damage over time. So it does have an AoE damage over time ability, which is really good for grinding because damage over time abilities are right now busted, OP, they will kill basically anything in the game. And then you have all your bleach abilities. This one has the most currently. Tsushi Mazu, that's only 20k. That's your starter one I recommend. Tobume, I don't recommend getting that one. Tengu Maru, if you want any of these, get them. There's a Trello on the Discord. They explain the abilities. If you like Bleach, just pick whichever one you like. I use Zegetsu because he's a main character. He's probably going to get one of the strongest things in the game. Even though I don't try to play for the meta, I try to at least choose what's strong. And then you have your other Storm, Winter, Inferno. Those are staffs in the game. So if you want to be like a mage character, use Storm Magic, Winter Magic, or Fire Magic. Those are going to be your three choices. And then combat, I'm pretty sure that's just the basic ability you get when you first start in the game. So that's all the abilities. You have the Dragon Balls, which I kind of already explained earlier, but I'll go over that once more. They spawn every 1 hour. It's a random number that spawns, so you can't get, if one spawned in the first Dragon Ball spawned in the server again, I wouldn't be able to get it, because I already have it. Shenron can give you some really cool stuff. I'll explain what he can do now. So there's 5 options once you can summon Shenron that you can get. I Want to Be Richer, which gives you 2.5 million gold. Probably the worst option in the game, because it's really easy to get gold, and there's much better stuff you can get from him. One of the better items you can get, or one of the better choices, is I Want Some Items. It will give the player 1 rare arrow, which will get you a rare ability, and 2 rare grimoires, which can get you rare custom abilities. Then you have I Want to Be Stronger, which will give the player a super rare ability. That's a tier 0 ability. That's basically unattainable abilities. There's another option called I Want to Grow Stronger. That gives you 12 hours of double experience. And I Want to Be Reborn. That will give you a random super rare race. So by super rare, I don't know if that means tier 0 or tier 1. It's probably going to give you something really good. So that's probably how I'll get a different race later on in the game if I can't get the race I want from the Soul Shop. Let's see. Shenron exclusives. So there are Shenron exclusive abilities from those rare arrows I was talking about. So those abilities would be like, there is a Bleach ability. It's by Shunsi. It's the Zenpakuto he uses. Katen Koiksu. Probably butchered that also. Those are your dual blades that he uses. There's Godspeed, which is also Shenron exclusive. That's from Hunter x Hunter. There's some One Piece stuff. Toro Toro no Mi, Model Phoenix. Hito Hito no Mi, Model Daibatsu is a Shenron exclusive. Let's see. There's some others, I think. Yeah, Lightning Dragon Slayer, Lightning God Slayer from Fairy Tail. And I think that's it currently for Shenron. There's also an exclusive race from Shenron, which is Mink. They get 10% sprint and walk speed, and they'll also get electric-based melee combat. So yeah, Mink is probably going to be one of your better races that you'd want to get. However, it is a Shenron exclusive. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. There are 2 bosses in the game currently. There's one at that place over there, the little castle. If you looked at my last video, my Zangetsu guide, I killed him in that video. And then there's also a Gone boss over at Skull Island. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You can get your arrows from chests. They're very rare. It does take a long time getting an ability that you want. However, if you just stick to the game, eventually you'll find the ability you want and get it. Like I have Zangetsu here. I like it. So there's a shutdown in a minute. I think I'll end the video off here soon. That is pretty much it. You have your stats, of course. Let me go a bit more detail into these. Strength, that'll increase your melee attacks and any strength-based moves. Magic power, that'll increase your magic-based moves. It won't increase your melee attack. So, Magic abilities can't use their magic powers until they get 25 mastery. Because everything before 25 mastery is melee based. Because, you're not going to know how to use magic right as soon as you get it. So you will also have to put some points into strength even if you are going to go magic, just so you can kill some enemies to get some mastery. Durability, that increases your health. I recommend getting a lot of that. I have 250, and I still almost die to people. I am always teetering on the edge of death if they hit one good ability on me. So it's very hard to dodge things in this game since the range of these abilities are so massive. So 250 durability from me, 432 strength. I recommend trying to keep your durability maybe around half a round of whatever your main stat is, just to keep it balanced. If you're just trying to grind and don't care about PvP at all and just want to play the game and have fun, you can put a lot less into durability and still have a good time. But if there's an RK in your server, they're probably going to one-shot you. So, I like PvP, so I'm going a PvP-oriented stat set. You have your settings, screen shake off. I recommend turning that off for everything. It's just going to make your time a lot better. Fast mode, that makes everything look worse in the game. I don't keep that on, but if you have a bad PC, you can turn that on. Aim assist, I've never seen a difference with turning it on or off. Toggle dark mode off, I keep that off. It just makes things a bit lighter. Toggle neon, I've never seen any difference. Spacebar, I don't think that matters. Toggle fog on off, that's actually really helpful. I'm going to keep that off from now on. And then dash enabled, I keep that on. If you don't like the dash, which is this, let me show you. That's the dash. It's really helpful in PvP, so I just keep it on. Oh, Geppo. I think Geppo uses more stamina than high jump. You can press T to also do a high jump that costs no stamina. So, yeah. And then I use my dash to get around in the air. This is what I do in PvP. And if you spam shift, you can make your stamina regen super fast. Yeah. Oh, and then the server shut down. I'll call it there. I'm pretty sure I covered everything. If I left anything out, just ask me in the comments. I will be answering comments. I do read most of the comments I get. I get the notifications on my phone. They're kind of annoying, but I love reading them. Please send me all your comments, especially on these newer videos. I'll see you around. Bye.